Yeah, independence upon the pages and the ink and the covers are glued on, you know, independence upon the parts, then book arises.
Atkarībā un balstoties uz lapām, tintes, burtiem, parādās grāmata.
But you still can't say that the book is just the same as the parts.
Mēs joprojām nevaram teikt, ka grāmata ir identiska ar daļām.
The parts are many.
Daļa ir daudz. Grāmata ir tikai viena.
So no, what we're suggesting is the book is, you know, is something that's positive, independence upon the parts. There's a book, there's something which arises to the mind, independence upon the parts.
Tas, ko mēs mēģinām pateikt, ir, kad grāmata rodās atkarībā no tās daļām un to apzīmē prāts.
Did you get that, Sandra?
Vai tu uztver domu, Sandra?
The book arises in dependence upon the parts.
Kad grāmata rodās atkarībā no tās daļām.
You know, just like the American flag we talked about.
Līdzīgi kā mēs runājam par amerikāņu karogu.
You know, you have the red stripe and the white stripe and the red stripe and the white stripe, and then you have that blue square with the white stars. Have that pattern, yeah?
Ir šī baltā svītra, sarkanā svītra, atkal, un tad ir zilā daļa ar baltajām zvaigznēm.
And what happens then? American flag arises to mind, you see.
Un kas tajā brīdī notiek? Tajā brīdī prātā parādās Amerikas karogs.
But who's bringing, you know, what's bringing American flag into existence? What's bringing American flag to the party, as we say in English?
Bet kas ir tas, kas liek šim Amerikas karogam parādīties?
Yeah, who's bringing the American flag into existence?
Kas padara to eksistējuši?
But in English we say who's bringing the American flag to the party, like a colloquial way of talking.
Un angļu sarunu valodā mēs lietojam tādu izteicienu, kas ir ielūdis šo amerikāņu karogu uz ballīti.
You know, independence upon that pattern arising to mind, appearing to mind, then American flag appears to mind.
That's one I would ask to repeat you.
Independence upon that pattern, you know, the red and white stripes, so on.
Tad atkarībā no šīm rakstiem, kas parādās prātā,
then American flag appears to mind.
Tad uz tā parādās prātā Amerikas karogs.
But who's putting American flag there?
Bet kas novieto šo Amerikas karogu tur?
You know, we're only seeing it there because we want to see it that way, right? We've been taught to see it that way.
Mēs to redzam tikai tāpēc, ka mēs to gribam tur ieraudzīt, mēs esam iemācīti to tur ieraudzīt.
Some sort of cultural agreement, isn't it?
Tā ir zināmā kulturālā vienošanās.
They want to have that pattern as their flag, so okay, we'll see it as their flag.
Viņi grib redzēt šādu konkrētu rakstu kā savu karogu, nu labi, tad mēs piekritīsim, ka tas ir viņa karogs.
So that's kind of supposed to be a little bit easier example, but it's just the same with book, or just the same with Sandra. Yeah?
Tas būtu tāds vienkāršāks piemērs, bet tas ir tas pats stāsts kā ar grāmatu un ar Sandru.
You know, when pages with ink on them and you know, patterns of ink and there's a cover there that's sort of somehow glued or stitched to the pages. When all those things arise to mind, then we get, you know, we get book to appear to our mind.
Un kad ir šīs lapuses, kad ir šī tinte, kad ir šie vāki, līmi, kas satur to visu kopā, tad mūsu prātā parādās grāmata.
Does that make any sense?
Vai tas šķiet jēdzīgi?
So sometimes we talk about this from, you know, how it comes to mind. They talk about, first of all, think about something approaching from a distance, and you know you're looking from the from the roof of your monastery, looking out over the sort of landscape of Tibet or something, and you see this little thing coming towards the monastery. And first of all, you see this little speck, you know, because in Tibet you can see a long way over these empty hills, and so you see this little dot coming towards you.
Un tad, lai labāk saprastu, kā kaut kas sāk parādīties prātā, tradicionāli tiek lietots tāds piemērs, kad iztēlojaties, ka jūs esat uz klostera jumta un jūs tur tālienē redzat, ka kaut kas sāk tuvoties. Un tā kā Tibeta ir visnotaļ plaša zeme un var redzēt ļoti tālu, tad vispirms jūs ieraugat tādu maziņu punktiņu tur tālumā.
But just it depends on its shape, you know, just on that shape you can see that it's actually a person, it's not a dog or a yak, it's a person.
Bet jau pateicoties tam, ka jūs varat ieraudzīt kaut kādu formu, jūs varat noteikt, ka tā ir persona, nevis suns, nevis tur jaks, bet kaut kas ir persona.
So it depends on that shape, you're able to sort of make person appear to your mind. You're sort of positing person there.
Tad pateicoties šai formai, jūs jau varat teikt, apzīmēt to kā personu.
And then it comes a little bit nearer, and then you see the colour. Oh, it's like red colour, yeah.
Un kad jau tā persona, vai tas punkts ir pavirzījies tuvāk, tad jūs varat ieraudzīt krāsu, un, teiksim, tā krāsa ir sarkana.
And then you say, oh, it's a monk.
Un tad jūs sakat, tas ir mūks.
Once you see the colour and, you know, the dress and everything. Then it comes a little bit nearer.
Tad viņš panāk tuvāk, un tad jau jūs varat uz šīs formas un šīs krāsas pateikt, ka tas ir mūks.
And then you can see what? You can see the shape of the shoulders maybe, or the smile on the face, or, you know, the sort of the way the person bows down, just as if they're going to, you know, pick somebody up out of their suffering, you know, that's the manner in which they walk. And they say, oh, it's Lama Zopa's coming.
Un tad vai nu pēc tās gaitas, vai, teiksim, smaidu uz sejas, vai, teiksim, tā veidi, kā viņš iet, kā rūpējoties par visām būtnēm, pēc tā jūs varat, teiksim, pateikt, tur nāk Lama Zopa.
So you've got, well, I don't know, you've got the sort of shape of their cheeks, the shape of their smile, the shape of their eyebrows, much to do with the face, isn't it? But sometimes the shape of their body, the way they walk. So on the basis of that information, then you're sort of positing Lama Zopa.
Vai nu uz teiksim, vaigu pamata, vai smaidu pamata, vai uzacu, vai plecu, vai vairāk faktoru pamata, jūs varat pateikt, ka tas ir Lama Zopa.
So it's just to give you the idea of how, on the basis of the parts arising, then the whole arises. The whole appears.
Tas ir tāds piemērs, kā uz daļu pamata parādās veselums.
But you know, like the American flag, you see, there's something comes from the side of the mind, which, you know, makes that sort of, you know, all you can see is, you can't see all of Lama Zopa.
Bet līdzīgi kā šī Amerikas karoga piemērā ir kaut kāda prāta loma šajā visā procesā.
You know, all you see is the face and the hands and maybe the shape of the dress.
Šajā gadījumā, kad jūs skatāties no klostera jumta, viss, ko jūs varat redzēt, ir tikai kaut kādas ķermeņa daļas un apģērbs.
And just on the basis of those certain small, you know, certain parts, then, you know, Lama Zopa appears to mind.
Un tikai šo nedaudzo daļu pamata prātā rodās apzīmējums, tas ir Lama Zopa.
So it's like, you know, it's the mind that's got that power to, you know, kind of what we say, impute or posit the object.
Un tas ir tas prāts, kuram ir spēks apzīmēt, dot kādu nosaukumu objektam.
Have you got a good word for that? Posit or impute?
Posit.
Droši vien tas ir. I think yes, okay.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that on the basis of one thing appearing to mind, another thing appears to mind.
Viss, ko es saku, ir, kad pamatojoties uz vienu lietu, kas parādās prātā parādās vēl cita lieta.
That's all there is to it, really. just like the Jamaican flag, when that pattern appears to the mind, then we've got the training to make American flag appear to mind. We can put that pattern into the conceptual category of the American flag.
Patiesībā te